every week, tune in for the review. Mr. and Mrs. Chat serving hot like they do. Stand clear of the sidelines, we on the attack. Big Blue Tees, the podcast, ain't no looking back.
All right, welcome back, everyone, to the Big Blue Tee.
All right, let's dive right in. Really appreciate you sending over this material. It's fascinating stuff about the New York Giants, specifically this comparison being made with their running backs.
Yeah, it's a really compelling idea, isn't it? That they might be, building something for 2025 that echoes a pretty legendary past.
Absolutely, because, well, if you remember that 07 Giants season, that Super Bowl run, you definitely remember Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Oh, yeah. Jacobs, Ward, Bradshaw. Iconic.
Just saying it brings back that whole dynamic, the power, the speed, and the material we've got here suggests the 2025 team might have found their own version.
Right.
So our mission today is to unpack that. Let's look at what made the original trio tick, meet the new guys drawing these comparisons, and figure out if this whole thing holds water for the team going forward. I'm pretty excited to dig into this.
It's a great lens, honestly, using that successful history to frame what the new group could become.
Okay, so let's start with the originals, the legends. 2007, Brandon Jacobs, Derrick Ward, AHMAD Bradshaw. And it wasn't just three guys, right? The sources point out they had these distinct styles, hence the nicknames Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Exactly, and the material breaks it down nicely. Jacobs, he was Earth, big guy, power runner, just moved the pile, bruising.
You could feel that through the screen.
Totally. Then Ward was Wind, more elusive, kind of smooth, glided past defenders.
Okay.
And Bradshaw, he was the Fire, lightning quick, explosive, the home run threat.
And wow, did that combination work? The sources mentioned they finished 4th in rushing in 07.
Yeah, pretty good start.
But then in 2008, they led the entire NFL in rushing, averaging over 157 yards a game on the ground. That's huge.
It's incredible production. And here's the kicker from the material. 2008, both Jacobs and Ward rushed for over 1,000 yards each.
Both of them. Over 1,000. That's just, you don't see that much anymore. Two guys hitting that mark on the same team.
Right. It really speaks to how well their skills complemented each other. Yeah. Different tools for different jobs.
Okay, so that's the benchmark. Pretty high bar. Now, who are the guys getting compared to them for 2025? The sources point to Tyrone Tracy Jr., Skattebo, and Devin Singletary.
Yep. And this is where those direct parallels come in. So Tyrone Tracy Jr., he's being talked about as the Fire, the Bradshaw type in this potential new setup.
Okay, the speedster.
Exactly. Described as lightning quick, super elusive, the kind of guy who can break one on any play. And the stats back it up. 839 rushing yards last season, 5 TDs.
Nice.
Including that, remember that 45-yard touchdown against the Steelers? Plus 6 runs of 20 yards or more. You see that breakaway ability.
Yeah, you see the highlights. That burst is definitely there. Okay, so Tracy's the Fire. Who's next?
Skattebo. He's tagged as the Earth, drawing that Jacobs comparison.
Oh, great, the power guy.
Mm-hmm. He's built for it, apparently.
Yeah.
5'11", 215 pounds, runs low, runs angry. And check this out from his college stats in the source. Forced 103 missed tackles.
Wow.
And got 12,202 yards after contact last season.
After contact. That's just pure grinding yards. That's Earth, all right.
Absolutely. And thinking strategy, like the material suggests, that's your guy for 3rd and 1 goal line situations.
Yeah.
Breaking tackles, moving the chains.
Makes sense. So we have Fire and Earth. Who's the Wind?
That would be Devin Singletary. He's positioned like Derrick Ward was, the Wind.
The veteran.
Right. The reliable, smooth, knows what he's doing kind of back. The source notes even on limited snaps last year, like 39% of plays, he still managed 437 yards and 4 touchdowns.
So consistent production, even in a smaller role.
Exactly. He brings that versatility, that experience.
Okay, so based on this material, how might the Giants actually use these three? What's the potential game plan look like?
Well, the sources lay out a pretty clear potential blueprint. Tracy maybe gets the lead role, the feature back, use that explosiveness.
Makes sense.
Singletary gives you that veteran savvy, rotates in, offers versatility, keeps guys fresh.
Okay.
And Skattebo, he becomes that specialist. The short yardage hammer, the goal line guy, problem solver when you just need a tough yard or two.
You know, looking at it like that, it really feels like a potential answer for the Giants, right? They've been kind of searching for a run game identity after Saquon Barkley left.
Mm-hmm.
This analysis suggests maybe it's not about finding one guy, but this specific mix of skills, this Earth, Wind and Fire 2.0, distributing the load based on these strengths.
Exactly. It's potentially shifting the whole approach to the running game, building it around this diverse skill set instead of just one workhorse.
It's a really interesting way to frame it. Seeing the parallels laid out and those potential roles defined definitely gives you a quick handle on this whole dynamic.
For sure. And it leaves you with a good question to think about, right? Is putting together a backfield with this kind of blend, the power, the elusiveness, the speed, is that just a timeless recipe for success in football?
Like, does it always work if you get the pieces right?
Yeah, or is this 2025 group just potentially echoing a really specific, maybe unique moment in Giants history? Something to chew on.
That's a great final thought. And seriously, thanks again for sending over the sources that let us do this deep dive today. All right, well, I think that just about wraps things up for this deep dive.
Yeah, seems like a good place to pause.
Just wanted to say a massive thank you for tuning in to Big Blue Tea.
Absolutely. And, a huge shout out always to Black Freezy TV.
Oh,
For
definitely.
the fantastic programming, the production, everything that makes this possible.
Yep, their work behind the scenes is just really appreciated.
It really is.